Hello all of you. In our previous video we have seen how can we use for loop in number of real world applications. But today we are going to assume one scenario, like assume that you are creating a login system. Okay, the user enters the wrong password. Tell me one thing, should the program stop in that condition or situation? Of course not. It should keep asking that user again and again. But how many times it should ask? Until the correct password is entered by the same user. Okay, getting? But here is the problem. Can a for loop do that? Not really. Because a for loop already knows how many times the program should run. Okay, so what do we use when we don't know how many times the code should repeat the same task, the number of times? That's exactly what the while loop is made for. So today we are going to just see how can we simply use while loop when we don't know the number of times, how many number of times our program should run. So let's start with something very simple example. Let me allow to just create one variable and I am going to initialize this I with 1. Now I am simply writing here while loop and round parenthesis in which I am going to mention the condition like while I is less than or equal to 5, and I just want to print the value for I and increment that value. Okay, so I am going to just compile this. Till then, just predict the output for me and tell me in the comment section what do you think, what should be the output for this code. While loop.java. Okay, our program is compiled successfully and now just see the output. So here you can see our output is what? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It looks very familiar, right? Just like the previous one for loop. But there is a huge difference between this for loop and while loop. So now we are going to simply understand the syntax of this while loop. So for understanding this while loop, just read it every line like English. Okay, so at first, what we are going to do? We are going to initialize the variable. Okay, after that, the second step is what? Step 2 is create a while loop and check the condition. Okay, so here while I is less than or equal to 5, here Java is asking, is this condition true or false? And if it is true, run this code and increment the value for I. Then check again. Still true? Execute this code again. Run this again. Keep on repeating this similar task until the answer becomes false. So here in our case, when I is equal to 6, in that case, while loop will terminate, or we can simply say stop executing. Okay, understood? Okay. Now there is a one common beginner mistake, like they forget to just write this I++. And what happens if I forget this line? Just test it. Okay, I'm just commenting it I++. There is no error, there is no warning in our code also. We are just going to run this program and just see here what will happen. Just concentrate here and see here what is happening. Are you getting things? What do you think? What is this happening here? Your program is not stopping execution. Okay, it keeps printing one forever, and this is what known as infinite loop. Since i's value is never getting changed, the condition never becomes false, and whenever our loop is not finding one specific condition, then in that case our loop starts executing and executing again and again. So this is called as infinite loop. Okay, so let me just clear this. So to avoid our program to be in infinite loop, we just need to use this either the increment or decrement operator we have to compulsory perform. Okay, so now here is a new challenge for all of you. What if I change values of I to 5 and just replacing this condition with greater than or equal to 1. And here I am going to just decrement the I value. In that case, what do you think? What should be the output here? Tell me. So here our output is the same but in reverse format. So here 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is nothing but our output which is in decrement format. So we are starting from 5 and we are checking condition whether that 5 is greater than or equal to 1. If it is true, yes, it is true. So we have simply printing here 5 and then decrementing this 5 by 4. Again checking condition, again it is true, then 4, then 3, 2, 1. And in whenever I becomes 0, in that case condition becomes false because 0 is not greater than or equal to 1. So our while loop stops there only. All right, so we have just clearly understood how to use this while loop, but where to use this while loop? Imagine an ATM. It keeps asking you for your PIN. If you enter wrong PIN, it will ask you again, like try again. If you again enter the wrong PIN, it will again tell you try again. But the moment you enter the correct PIN, it lets you use your account or transact money from your account. That's exactly how a while loop works. Okay. So in today's video, we learned how Java repeats code when the number of repetitions is unknown. But here is another interesting question. What if you want the code to run at least once? No matter what the condition is, even if the condition is false, I just want to run the code at least once. Is that possible? Absolutely, that is possible, and that's exactly what the do while loop does. We will build it in the next video. Until then, try printing all even numbers from 2 to 20 using a while loop. So this is your homework question. Let me write here homework question. Print numbers from 2 to 20 using a while loop, but I want to print even numbers. Okay, yes, this is your homework question. Just take the note of this. So this is your homework question. Okay, comment done once you have completed it. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to CodePaath. I will see you in the next video. Till then, keep learning and keep coding. Thank you all of you.